Magpies are closing in on Hull City midfielder Sam Clucas as Rafa Benitez continues to look to strengthen the squad. The 26-year-old had a great Premier League campaign last season. However, Hull City were relegated and they should struggle to keep the player. It is rumored that Newcastle could get the midfielder for as low as 4M. It would be a great buy for sure if the Magpies can get him. On the outgoing, Rafa spoke to the media speaking about trimming the squad ahead of the season. One of the players is midfielder Henry Saviat. The Senegal international spent last season on loan to Saint Etienne and is expected to leave. Another player is Tim Krul. Krul has been with the club since 2005 and has fallen out of sorts with Rafa. Midfielder Siem de Jong, defender Jesus Gomez, and striker Emmanuel Rivera are all expected to leave as well. Tuesday, Newcastle fan favorite Mitrovic could be leaving St James Park as Ligue 1 club Lyon are interested in the striker. Lyon had already brought on 6 new players. However, they would like to bolster their strike force after losing Alexander Lacazette to Arsenal. It is believed that a 15M bid was made for the Serbian, having already let Daryl Morphy go this summer. Rafa may be more reluctant to let Mitrovic go. Speaking of Rafa, he is sending his attention back to his old club Napoli for midfielder Allen with a bid of 10M is to be expected. Allen is more of a holding midfielder that made 39 appearances for Napoli last season. Rafa believes the Brazilian will be able to adapt easily to the Premier League game. Former Newcastle fan favorite Steven Taylor has found a new home. The 31-year-old defender had a trial at Doncaster Rovers but opted to move to a League One rivals Peterborough United for a 2-year deal. Wednesday, Magpies had moved very fast to get a signing for Spanish U21 international Michael Merino from Borussia Dortmund. Pictures were taken of the midfielder in Newcastle with club officials. The move would initially see a 2017 over 2018 year-long loan deal with the opportunity to buy at the end of the season. If Merino were to sign, it would be Newcastle's 5th signing this summer. Tim Krul has been moved to train at the Academy Complex. The 29-year-old has been with Newcastle since 2005, however that time looks to be coming to an end as he is not involved with first-team training or friendlies. More rumored outgoings are Raf Lazar and Emmanuel Rivera as they too have been left out of the first team. Match report Newcastle for Gale, 50 single quote right parenthesis Morphy 51. 79 single quote right parenthesis Mitrovic, 76 single quote right parenthesis Bradford City 0 Newcastle team, Rob Elliott, Dean Yellen, Florian Lejeune, Charan Clark, Paul Dummett, Christian Etsu, John Joe Shelby, Isaac Hayden, Matt Ritchie, Ayos Perez, Dwight Gailey subs used, Freddie Woodman, 61, Jabir Monkia, 46, Chancel Mbemba, 61, Jack Colback, 77, Jesus Gomez, 61, Roland Aarons, 61, Siem de Jong, 61, Henry Saviat, 77, Jacob Morphy, 46, Mo Diame, 46, Alexander Mitrovic, 61 single quote right parenthesis Bradford City team, Doyle, McMahon, Knight Percival, Kilgalon, Chickson, Gillied, Newcastle loan, Vancelot, Reeves, Law, McCartan, Jones subs used, Davine, 73, Pybus, 77, Hudson, 77, Patrick, 77 single quote right parenthesis. A lot of action for Newcastle in today's match and it was the second half that provided all the goals in today's match. All players named in the squad played today as Newcastle beat Bradford 4-0. Matt Ritchie got his first action of the season. And we also saw 2 goals from newcomer Jacob Morphy. All in all, it was a great performance for the Magpies and the team should be growing in confidence for their upcoming trip to Germany. Benitez also had great things to say about the friendly against Bradford City. Double quote, we created some good situations and also defended quite well. It was what we were trying to do. Although there are still things we are trying to improve, but at least you could see a team that were trying to do the movements that we were practicing in the training sessions. Double quote about Jacob Morphy scoring twice. Benitez said double quote it's single quote as always important for offensive players to score goals. If a new player scores 2 goals, then he is bound to have more confidence for the next games. We are at the beginning, so we still have to improve a lot. Double quote Jamal Lascelles was out again for the friendly. He has a knee injury and Benitez said double quote he has a little problem, and we have to be careful. We had enough players to manage that and give other people an opportunity. Double quote Thursday Rafa Benitez expressed his confidence that Borussia Dortmund midfielder will sign with Newcastle shortly. The Spain U21 international moved to Dortmund last summer from Osasuna. The holding midfielder should be able to complement John Joe Shelby on the pitch. Benitez said, "It is still not done. We are working to finalize on the deal but I am quite confident we can do it. We should have a quality player soon." Double quote Newcastle could have a swap deal in play with West Ham. After the Hammers lost Duran Randolph last week to Middlesbrough, they do not want to part ways with Adrian unless they recoup another keeper. It looks as if Carl Darlow could be that other player. It seems both clubs are interested in the deal, so we will have to see how this news moves throughout the weekend. Friday signing alert. Magpies have completed the signing of midfielder Michael Merino on a season-long loan deal with the option to buy. He will now link up with his new teammates in Germany for a set of friendlies. The Spanish U21 international had a great start to his career at Osasuna, then moved to Borussia Dortmund to big European experience. Merino did not get as much playing time with Dortmund as he wished, which brought him to the Toon. Speaking of the signing, Merino said, "It feels good and I'm very happy to be here, to be part of this club. I'm looking forward to touching the ball, meeting my new teammates and starting to play football." Newcastle are pulling out of the deal for Benfica midfielder Andreas Samaris. Rafa was keen to talk to Samaris. However, the talks stopped when Benfica asked for 17.5 M. Newcastle are also discussing a bid with Ireland and Everton midfielder James McCarthy. The player could demand a fee of up to 25 M. However, expect Newcastle to come in with a lower bid to start. Rafa is defending his decision to make 3 former first-team players train with the academy. Rafa insists his decision is a professional one, as Tim Krul, Graf Lazar and Emmanuel Rivera are all on the way out. Benitez is looking to reduce the wage bill and use some of the money for new signings. Benitez said, "When you have too many players, what you can do is talk with them straight. And that's what I did. I told them, listen, we have too many players. My idea is this one. We have to be sure that they understand what we want to do. You cannot be Championship or Premier League when you don't have all the squad, all the players that you want. Because we are going a little bit late." Saturday match report. Saturday, July 29th, 2017. Newcastle 1, Jesus Gamas 65 right FSB Mainz 2 de Blazes 5 right Victor Fisher 84 right Newcastle team: Carl Darlow, Dean Der Yellen, Sir Clark, Florian Lejeune, Paul Dummett, Jack Colback, Jacob Murphy, Mo Diame, Matt Ritchie, Siam, De Jong, Alexander Mitrovic used, Javier Monkia 27, Chancel Mbemba 46, Jesus Gamas 46, Roland Aarons 46, Freddie Woodman 60, John Joe Shelby 60, Isaac Hayden 60, Ayos Perez 60, Christian Etsu 60, Dwight Gale 60, Michael Merino 79 right FSB main team: Adler, Brosinski, Bell, Diallo, Donati, Latza, Frey, De Blazes, Maxim, Ostunali, Mutoshavs used, Zintner, Holdman, Balogun, Onizuo, Rodriguez, Serdar, Fisher, Clement, Gero. Codroit was the first loss in preseason for the Toon. 2-1. Newcastle initially fell behind in the 5th minute with a goal scored by De Blazes. At halftime, the scoreline was the same. The Magpies equaled just past the hour mark when Jesus Gamas shot the ball off of a defender that went by the keeper. New boy Michael Merino made his debut to play out the final 20 minutes. However, it wasn't long after that that Mainz took the lead and clinched the victory. Rafa had this to say after the game. It's as a preseason game. When you play these type of games, all you want is to improve the fitness of the team. You want to be sure everybody understands what we want to do. I think we started well in terms of organization and pressing, but then we didn't regain properly. Gave them a chance to counterattack and then score. Newcastle as next match will see them stay in Germany to play VfL Wolfsburg on Wednesday, August 2nd.